Hi, it's Karen, and welcome back to day 9. I've got another Christmas decoration that I want to make for you today, this time using these baubles and these Christmas tree decorations. I've got myself a picture frame. This is 8 by 8 inches. This is from IKEA, and it's a shadow box one, so it's got that three-dimensional element to it. So you can see here, it's probably about an inch and a half, I would say, and I'm just going to take off the plastic covering now because it isn't a glass frame. This is just a piece of plastic which is protected with those little sheets there. And what I'm going to do is just flip through. So this is the paper collection I'm using this year for my December daily. So I've got lots of leftover bits in this, and I'm just going to cut this down as well to an 8 by 8 shape to fit inside the frame. Now the bobbles themselves are quite small, they're probably only about an inch wide, so they just fit perfectly inside of this frame. They look a lot bigger on camera, but they are quite tiny ones. And I got both the decorations, the baubles and the Christmas tree decorations from a local supermarket actually here in Australia called Woolworths. So you can see now that I've trimmed down that paper, which is going to be the background of my frame, I've also taken off the string for these decorations. So I've just got myself left with a couple of these Christmas trees. And this colour scheme is going to work perfectly with my blue theme for Christmas this year. Now I am going to show you two different ways where you can place the trees. I do end up placing them directly onto this paper, this pattern paper at the back, but you could also put them on the inside of the outside acrylic sheet as well, or glass, depending on what frame you use. So you can see these are the little baubles that I've got. So I was obviously careful to make sure I bought plastic ones because what I needed to do was just to take off the little silver bit where the decorations hung from, and then also taking this little nobule off as well. So what I'm left with is lots of complete circles. So this is a bit of a balancing act. You see I've got my tape runner there. I've just been applying some of the tape just to try and keep these baubles in place. And it is a little bit of a fiddly job. I know this is quite a short video, but it probably took me 20 minutes going backwards and forwards, keep putting the back on, having a look at the placement. It was just personal preference, getting the placement of the baubles right. Now you could of course put other decorations inside of this 3D box. I've just used baubles here, but if you've got other types of decorations you want to use, I think that would look brilliant as well. Be another way to make this project your own. And you can see here now I'm just putting the backing on. Now I've been putting the backing on loosely, probably 2 or 3 times, having a quick look, checking the placement, and you can see here for this particular one I've completely covered up the tree on the right hand side. So what I've done now, I decided after probably the second or third attempt, was to take a picture of what it would look, because every time I turned it around I kept forgetting which side, back to front, the baubles needed to be on in the frame. So a quick tip, if you've got something similar going on, take a quick picture of it so you know which side that you need to actually pile your decorations, whether you're using baubles yourself or any other type of embellishment inside the frame. Now you can see here this is the other style that I thought you could do. I just used my tape runner to affix it on just to try and get another look, because like I say I attempted probably 3 or 4 times and I thought I'm just not getting this right, so I wondered if maybe I suspended them on the front instead. That would be another way of doing this, and I was very careful, as you can see here, making sure that the baubles, the little hole that was left in the baubles, were all facing the back of the frame. So obviously I didn't want you to be able to see that from the front of the picture frame itself. I was also careful to try and mix up some of these because some of them are very glitter, some are gloss, some are matte looking, different shades of blue, so I was careful to mix those up as well. So I did just use my tape runner to apply these on the front of the frame, and you will see, for example, that when I turn it over, they do suspend. I wasn't convinced that they would stand the test of time. That was my only problem. So although I do apply a lot of this, and I know that it is a pretty good adhesive, the hot temperatures that we get here in Australia, I just wouldn't want to give this as a gift and then it completely falls apart. Similarly, with it being at the front of that plastic, I wasn't sure what else I could use, whatever adhesive would work in its place. So I decided not to go with that effect, but I did want to show you on camera what it looked like, because it does look quite effective, I have to say. I also think this project would look really great if you had a family photo inside of this, and of course you could also keep the front of that picture frame off completely. So I really do like the effect that these shadow boxes give, and you can see how it looks with it's attached at the front. And I'm going to just show you now what it looks like on my wall, and you'll see I've also added some stars at the top. That was from leftover chipboard pieces from the Snowflake collection as well. So I hope you join me tomorrow for day 10. We're nearly there for the 12 days of Christmas. Thank you for watching.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you've got any comments about this video, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. That way YouTube knows to recommend similar ones for you. And finally, if you'd like to see more from me, and I hope so, please subscribe by clicking the link below. I post new content every weekend.